All right. To my friends, a happy Sagittarius moon. It is May 23rd, Thursday. The full moon is occurring at exactly 6:53 a.m. Pacific time. The theme for this full moon is gather your strange. I will be also painting my nails while reading from this passage that was written by Missing Witches. They are authors that have co-authored some books together. Yeah, okay, so jumping into this. The Sagittarius constellation includes the birthplace of new stars, and the foam of the Milky Way froths from it. Sagittarius is centaur or satyr, animal and human, warrior and poet. Now is the time to celebrate your hybridity, multi-hyphenatedness, glorious multiplicity, and creative fertility. We want to invite you to the magical practice of what multimedia creator Robbie Daniels, aka Jerby Jones, calls availabilism, and of low-stakes art. Our ritual for this full moon is to dig your nails into the soil of an artistic practice as a way to reach for your ancestors and potentially experience your expression in a new way. Create a container for this practice. You are going to make a piece of art that is safely protected from the distorted logic of capital, which tries to twist every act of creation into an opportunity to capitalize on our own labor. This practice is safe from that. It will only involve things that you already own and that you can gather and find. This practice will not be subjected to internet likes. This practice is personal. You are making a piece of ritual magic, and the making is the ritual. Here, we value process over product, and the result, no matter what it looks like, will be a portal into your personal spirit world, which touches all spirit worlds. Greet your guides. Spend some time, a few days or few weeks around this full moon if possible, looking at your world through the lens of an imagined collaboration, a loving artist collective. What if the universe and the world around you were your kindest helpers? Who is sending this color, this synchronicity, these strange materials and stranger ideas? Make notes without judgment about who is coming through in your environment, your imagination, and your dreams. List names, smells, flavors, archetypes, relatives, rock stars. Once you've gathered enough synchronicities, information, and data, give your helpers a kind of portrait, not a face, but a feeling. Conjure a time of finger paint and mud pies when concepts of artistic practice weren't confined to professional standards, and the loftiest goal was a place on the great magnetic gallery of the refrigerator door. Conjure great painters like Monet, O'Keeffe, Van Gogh, and of Klimt, not to compare ourselves or our work to these geniuses, but rather to remind ourselves of how each of them was dismissed in their own lifetime, undervalued and underappreciated, For many of the greats, it wasn't until after their deaths that their work was seen as valuable. As you create, affirm the value in your work, even if others don't. Gather your own strangeness. Choose the materials that call to you. Maybe it's a simple pencil and paper. Maybe it's food. We encourage you to get sculptural. Be creative in every single step. In the absence of proper materials, we have used old makeup, that shade of lipstick or nail polish we bought but never wore, leftover house paint, tea, beets and red cabbage, dirt and leaves, popsicle sticks, hot glue, flour, water, and shredded newspaper. Think outside the crayon box and look around, inside and outside, for anything you can use to make color, texture, shape, or contrast. Gather everything that feels good, resonant, or curious to the place you'll be doing your ritual. Now, before we start the next page, I'm going to do this other hand. And this is talking about Sagittarius and synchronicities. And it really just clicked to me that what they said, Sagittarius being in the part of the Milky Way where new stars are formed. Oh, that's really cool. And how Sagittarius represents philosophy in far off places. And the idea of synchronicities, the book I'm re-listening to, The Cosmos and the Psyche. Cosmos and Psyche. Is diving into Carl Jung's later research in life about synchronicities, and how Carl Jung also devoted much of the end of his life to learning and indulging the scientific backing of astrology, particularly Uranus and the transits coinciding with his patients' lives. Oh, I think my thing just uploaded. Oh, that'd be cool. All right, so it's Thursday now. So Thursdays are for white. So I got all the whites out of Zoe's nail polish bin. I kind of keep fucking it up. This thing's drying faster than I'm used to. Which is a good thing if you work fast, but I am not used to painting my nails. Okay. Did my right hand. Onto the second page. And I'll invite you to now focus your gaze on the non-material realm. Think of an emotion that you have trouble expressing. For some of us, it's anger. For others, it's vulnerability, shame, guilt, or lust. See if the guides you found during your gathering phase reflect specific feelings. Ask them aloud for help or instruction. Ancestors, help me channel my rage. Or guides, show me how to best express my sorrow. This ritual is a safe place for unmasking and unleashing. If we can't find the words, perhaps we can find the shapes, colors, and broad strokes or dotty pointillism to communicate our complex emotions, hopes, ancestral visions. Letting go of words and critics, we can create an honest, open channel for communication. We can become a portal. Remember too that like our witchcraft, this portrait is not confined to that which we can see or touch. We can sing a melody of expression for the emotion and guides we've chosen to invite. We can dance our ancestral vision with flailing arms or delicate tiptoes. We can create scents or tastes that communicate bitter lemon and salt, cinnamon and sugar, and let the guides be our muses as we integrate this magic into the art of our lives. Throw away logic, toss away should-haves, or the fear of cringiness. Be vulnerable long enough to see what arises intuitively. On this full moon of May, take the time to consider the crafting and creation of an emotional portrait of your guides right now, however strange they may be. This is a portal, an honest expression of all the culture, stardust, and DNA that went into the creation of you. Make this ritual an altar, a safe, brave, honest place that you can access and return to at any time, to let go, birth new stars, and be guided to sculpt your place through your own creation. Steps. On this full moon, light a candle, open a circle, a sacred and safe container, and ask those guides with your best, most creative, wild, flourishing art heart to show themselves to you between now and the next new moon. Dedicate a notebook and bring it everywhere with you. Commit to stopping and writing down every time your curiosity or interest lights up during this time. Every time something makes you feel, these are your guides. Don't judge them. On the next new moon, in the dim, invite them in. Open a ritual space. Play music and add scents that transport you. These portals don't work for everyone. Maybe for you, it's opening a window, baking bread, or simple silence. Look at the materials you've gathered and smell them. Touch them one by one. Call out to your guides and hold your unspeakable emotions in your mind. Let time slip away. Play. P.S. Need some help with materials? Here's an easy recipe. Simply mix these accessible ingredients together to create a modeling dough. 8 tablespoons plain flour, 2 tablespoons table salt, 60 ml warm water, food coloring optional, 1 tablespoon vegetable oil. All right. Gonna paint the second coat on, but with a different version of white. All right, friends. Gather your strange I love this low stakes art. It's such a great concept. Yeah. I'm gonna finish doing my nails, and I love you.